What should parents do when children ask for expensive items? A guide for parents. Saying no with love and effectiveness. Welcome to our program, where we share helpful advice on parenting. Today, we'll discuss a topic that many parents are concerned about. How to say no when your child asks for expensive items the family cannot afford. Don't worry, together, we'll explore how to say no in a loving and effective way that helps your child understand and grow. Before diving into the details, let's go over the key points we'll be covering today. First, we'll look at when parents need to say no to their children. Next, we'll explore how listening can play a crucial role in the process of saying no. Then, we'll talk about how to build connection through denial. And finally, we'll share some practical examples and tips to apply in everyday life. Now, let's get started. When should parents say no? This is a question every parent has asked themselves at some point. Each family has a different financial situation, so there's no universal number that applies to everyone. What's important is that parents evaluate the family's budget and determine a reasonable amount to spend on their children. When a child asks for something beyond what the family can afford, that's when it's time to say no. But saying no doesn't have to mean being harsh or hurting your child. Try being honest while still showing love. For example, you might say, "We love you very much and we know how much you want this item. But right now, we can't buy it because we need to pay for electricity, school fees, and food. If we buy this, we won't have enough for other important things." By saying it this way, your child will feel your love and concern, while also understanding the reason why you can't fulfill their request right now. Listening as a way to say no. Have you ever thought that listening can also be a way of saying no? When children don't get what they want, they might feel disappointed, sad, or even angry. At that moment, it's important for parents to allow their children to express those emotions. Don't try to shut them down or ignore their feelings. Instead, sit beside them, hug them if needed, and say, "I understand that you're really upset about not getting that item. It's okay, you can cry if you need to." Listening and accepting your child's emotions helps them feel understood and closer to you. After a few experiences like this, children gradually learn to accept disappointment and become less fixated on things they cannot have. Building connection through saying no. It may sound strange, but saying no can actually be an opportunity to grow closer to your child. The way you say no can have a big impact on your relationship. If you refuse harshly or without explaining, your child may feel abandoned or unloved. But if you say no gently and clearly explain the reason, your child will feel your love and care. Try saying something like, "I really wish I could buy you this shirt, but right now, our family needs to prioritize other expenses like food, tuition, and necessary bills. I love you very much and I hope you understand." By explaining the reason and expressing love, you help your child understand that the refusal isn't because they're not worthy, but because the family needs to manage finances responsibly. Real-life examples and practical tips. Now, let's apply these ideas to real-life situations through some specific examples. Imagine you're out shopping with your child and they see an expensive toy. They start begging and crying. Instead of getting angry or ignoring them, you can say, "Honey, I know you really like this toy. It looks amazing, but today, we can't buy it because it's too expensive for our budget. Instead, we can look for another toy that fits within what we can afford." This approach is both gentle and informative, helping your child understand the situation. Or if your child wants the latest smartphone, you can say, "I understand that many of your friends have the latest phone and you want one too. But your current phone still works well and meets your needs. We don't need to buy a new one just because it's the newest model." You can even teach your child the difference between wants and needs. For example, while walking past a store, you might say, That's a beautiful shirt. I really like it. But I don't need it because I already have plenty of shirts. I just want it, and I can live without it. In doing this, you're helping your child understand that not every desire is a necessity. And financial management is a valuable life skill. Final thoughts. Remember, saying no isn't about disappointing your child. It's about teaching them the value of money, patience, and love. When you say no with kindness and clarity, you're building a strong relationship with your child and helping them grow into a responsible, emotionally balanced individual. Thank you for listening to our program. We hope these tips will support you on your parenting journey. See you in our next episode.